Goodbye and hello.
I like how you're like, yeah, we'll talk half an hour to an hour about what just happened. When usually we just end up talking, or you guys
We usually just end up talking about like fate or something, yeah, but still.
It's true.
It's true.
I mean, there's really not a lot to say. You know, me and Carrie just destroyed this game. Like, high five.
Does Buddy have?
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Does Buddy have a game today?
Nailed it,
You
guys.
can fuck off.
Oh my god.
Contributed
So
to
mad.
the drama.
I'm
of the
just-
Hello,
situation.
Dodge. Hello,
So
Dragon Burns.
bad.
Hello, Wandering Willow. How are you guys doing? We're in the post stream now, guys. I just went straight into it.
Logan.
Why would I be mad at Logan? What did he do?
He made me attack you.
He just did what the rats would do.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
the one that attacked me.
Against my will. How is one?
He didn't even roll for it.
I mean,
No.
blaming
wasn't
me
allowed
is
to
as
fight.
arbitrary as blaming you.
Yeah. It's true.
I know. I'm just saying.
Let me just fucking have my blame wherever I want it to be, and it's on you.
It's like you can't blame one of us without blaming the other.
Dodge says Finn got resummoned on the way to the caves. I don't remember doing that. I'm pretty sure he died
Yeah,
last
right.
game.
I remember that.
Blinding your brother.
I'm pretty sure Finn died last
Yeah.
game. So.
He's fine.
But I might not have been.
You're fine. I'm sorry that I forgot you're not immune to blindness, because I am.
Why do you have to see anyway? I mean, you
Have
took
ever
out that
listened
thing
to-
without seeing
My
anyway.
sword makes it so I can see in the dark,
It's not that it makes it so I can see the dark.
which is kind of.
I mean,
silly.
I think you're just
Blinding
whining,
and
Ian.
terrified
Like, who
and
needs to see, man?
all that shit.
Apparently, a guy made of fire does. Like,
That they would
Hey, what's
use-
going on, Josh? Hey, Fanity.
My sword lets me summon a giant god meteor.
My sword lets me summon a giant shadow puppy.
So,
I think
welcome to the
from
post.
Eric's
Welcome to the
past,
post
I
game.
think I
We have pretty much everybody still here, right?
man.
Believe we still have everybody still here. Yes.
I think
So,
Oh, we should-
so I just want to ask one thing and one thing only. Crow.
Uh,
Are you okay?
Are you all right,
fine.
man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a lot of stuff ended up on the comment tracker.
Halfway
Oh,
through the
no.
end of that, I just felt really bad for doing it because you were just like you sounded dead.
Oh,
no, that was
I
that was the happiest I'd been all game.
I was
I
so
loved
happy.
it.
Like, he started to sound so defeated. It's like, all right, my.
it was.
Well, no, I knew that they were on their way out. It was just like, I feel like you guys have this handled, and now here's a bunch of panthers and wolves also.
It's like an extra fuck you for the fuck you that you gave us with fucking rat.
Finn says, "Did we break Logan?"
I think
Yoki
Logan-
Parasite said crow.exe is broken.
Oh my god, yes.
Dot
That's
says
fine.
upside, we have so many scouts now.
for the next half hour.
For the next 45 to 50 minutes.
I thought he said it was a half hour that had gone
No,
by.
I control them for an hour.
I know, but Logan said a half an hour went by.
Between the travel time to the cave and then the fight, so up until like the end of the fight.
I'm gonna
okay.
say like 5 to 10 minutes has passed since I summoned the wolves, since like we have a bit of like them searching around and coming back, you know?
Yeah.
So like, you know, they're just gonna run off and like do their freaking thing in the I'm just gonna be like, all right, U16, can you just go in there and kill that like thing that like we're chasing? Thanks.
Future note, I now know, never split the party.
It
You're
is
not
it is
supposed to.
it is a
It's
concentration
supposed to.
roll, Dodge.
I heard like on Critical Role, it's like, we're not splitting the party. This is a terrible idea. But like, I didn't know that in this instance it would turn out so poorly.
I loved it. I absolutely like Carrie kept going like,
We know
no,
you
we're not
loved it,
splitting.
okay?
No, we're not leaving. No, this is.
Oh, it was fucking ridiculous.
God.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell.
Guys, the way I see it is that we don't always have to play safe, man. Like sometimes we gotta do things the fast
when we
way.
don't play safe.
They almost died.
I mean,
Keyword.
speaking fairly, like health was pretty high at the end.
Keyword,
that's fair.
they almost died.
Like,
if we had kept going, they would have probably killed each other.
oh yeah, but you know, I like the only reason I even
Yeah,
started
but, you
going the
know.
opposite direction was
Like
for the
Aki,
shtick.
like Aki Angry says here, risk is often fun.
I mean, one of the most funs I ever had in the table game was like the day one player had like a meltdown because we all nearly died because the character who had, or the player who had like the entire party stash of items wasn't able to come, and we had a boss fight. And so we had no healing except for the bard. We're like fighting.
Rip.
You know that shadow dragon we fought at the beginning of the game when we first fought Broodhoof?
Mhm.
It was like one of those motherfuckers.
So
Oh my
Kevin
God.
Hilton
Kicked
says,
our
I think this was the
asses,
least amount of
but
progress
we
ever
won.
had in a Nat19 game.
Yeah, that felt like one of our shorter games.
Yeah,
It was so fun though.
It was.
it was very fucking fun.
Wait, this was one of your shorter
Sunday.
ones?
Mm.
It felt like a year.
We've done it longer.
Adorable.
We've done way longer.
Lily drew a picture of the sun, being like, "It's not like I want to brighten your day or anything, and it's a Sunday."
Aww.
Right.
Is that in the picture chat?
No, I can put it in.
Oh.
Oh, that was fun.
All right.
Oh my god, I love that.
Fucking die.
So, for those of you who might not have, you know, like caught the first half or didn't show up or like forgot, we came into this church / cave looking for. We were on a mission from Tobias, our resident servant that is having us going. Actually, no, it wasn't Tobias. It was his. Was it Tobias? Yeah, it was Tobias, not the.
Yeah, it was Tobias.
Yeah, Duncan doesn't know, right?
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah, we
told
weren't
that you
supposed
guys
to
were
tell
doing
Duncan,
this.
right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So we're on
That's
here
why
for
Duncan didn't
Tobias,
come with
going
you.
in here to get some water that turned into stone.
Yeah.
And these cockroach things showed up, and we tried to be diplomatic. We tried. I tried. No one else talked. We didn't have any bodies for him though. He was stupid.
Oh.
Like I honestly couldn't think of anything to do with that guy. Like it was like, I want the
There wasn't-
bodies, and it's like, you want Carrie?
Damn right.
There wasn't a lot that you could do with
I
him.
mean, yeah, like I was just gonna let you go for a bit, and then once your shtick was done, going, I'm like, and I go tackle.
See, I just imagine too, like as soon as it started talking, like Stonewalker steps out in front of Guile, like pats him a bit on the arm, like I got this, let me talk to it. And Guile's just like, all right. He starts counting in his head like how long, like down from like 30 to like go and start attacking.
Jesus.
It's just like, this isn't gonna happen. Do you see this fucking thing? This is, Alquam said this was an enemy. We have to kill it. Yes, diplomacy, the cockroach that wants human bodies to fuel a soul. Like, see, I didn't know it wanted human bodies at first. And besides, it doesn't have to be human. It could have been a Fearball. It could have been any of us. It could have been Gael. It wouldn't know. If we would have gave it Gael's body, and then like waited 12 hours for Gael to come back, like, would it have liked that?
He would have had to throw a dead body in there, and as soon as you killed Gael, his body would have dissolved.
What if Gael pretended to be dead?
Yeah, as soon as you threw his body in there alive, they would have known.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I am blub 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 blub.
Ah, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Comes out of the water,
no.
stabs him.
Fucking cockroach demon guy.
I will say, Finn, I doubt that Carrie is ever gonna use her mutagen at this point.
Nope. Fucking never.
So the deal with mutagen is that you gotta do using mutagen, right?
You cut out.
Fuck. So you had to do the Scottish when you're doing mutagen. Is that what the deal?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
is it like you could just drink it and not speak?
I could.
or you could drink it and
But-
just not go Scottish.
But at this point,
break the deal.
I just don't want to drink it.
What would you rather do? Use your mutagen or use a fate card?
I was actually thinking about using a fate card during all of that, and then I was like, they usually fuck shit up way worse.
Yeah.
And we're fighting rats.
Don't pay.
If we had like a disastrous fate card fighting cranium rats.
That's what my logic was. I was like, this isn't even like a big boss. It's rats.
Are fate cards kind of like deck of many things?
Kinda.
Well, I mean, it
Actually,
reminds me
that
of
is
those
exactly
like
what
face
it
hugger
is.
bat things we fought. Those like beheader bat things we fought. Like they weren't supposed to be like a big deal, and we walked in there and we all died. You know?
Yeah.
You all died.
Well, I mean, we didn't die, but you know what I mean.
You
It was
guys always
close.
go the other way. I always have one way that just goes to a thing that I wanted to put in a dungeon, and you always get hit by it.
It's
And it
fine
makes
because
for a
that way
way
had
better
a
game.
ring
It's
for us. And
true.
it's good.
What's the fucking stupid ass Dark Mantles?
Yep.
10 out of 10. I loved it.
Oh my god.
Going
Fucking dark.
Ooh, I just saw Liam's
Oh.
dice. Damn.
Goddamn Dark Mantles.
Oh shit! Like the spiky ones.
Yeah, dude, those things are lit.
They really are. Oh god, that last fucking game. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk about it, but it's just like I was thinking about it.
Oh.
You're right, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You're right.
I won't.
Poo for snoof.
There.
Oop,
Donations
this
are
dude.
from
Oop to Snoop.
I'm gonna go look up and see.
That was one of the funniest sessions.
Oh, dude.
For you.
If I died fucking like by you killing me, I would have been so happy. Like
You would have been happy?
fucking if I'm gonna go anyway, that's a great way to go.
I mean, I
What?
guess.
By your brother?
Killed by my twin brother.
That would have like decimated Ian's character
Oh,
forever.
I know. That's why it would have been.
And it would have gave him motivation in the next thing to go into the war and wish
That's
for
what
his
I'm saying.
sister to come back to life. Booyah!
My wish is to bring back my sister who I killed. I don't even care about this whole thing with my dad anymore.
Who I
It's
killed
like
because of a
super
bunch of
boring and
rats.
Annoying though.
That's fair.
No,
It would
I
have
don't,
been
I don't do jokes.
so-
It's not a thing I do.
It would have been so fucking
I
fun.
hate
So-
everything. Life is meaningless.
Life
Life
is
is pain.
meaningless.
So guys, the other things that I could have summoned, I could have summoned 16 axe beaks, boars, constrictor snakes, giraffe
God.
horses,
Oh my god.
elks,
Summon an army of pythons.
Do it!
giant badgers, giant bats, giant centipedes, giant frogs, giant lizards, giant owls, giant poisonous snakes, giant wolf spiders,
Should've been
panthers,
snakes.
pseudo dragons.
Don't
Swar-
step on snake.
I could have summoned 16 swarms of bats, swarms of rats, swarms of ravens, or wolves.
Oh, you know.
Some guy tweeted, Skype my friend for 2 hours, in which an hour of which is me just crying over the fact that I'm in love with someone. To which Skype tweets back at them, "Don't be sad, be strong like All Might."
I saw it!
Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh.
I
Oh,
missed what
all
you
right,
just
later,
said.
Finn. Have a good day, man.
Bye, Finn!
Bye.
Mwah.
So who said be strong like
His
All Might?
name is Eraser. And he tweets out, Skype my friend for 2 hours, which is just me for an hour crying over the fact that I'm in love with someone. And Skype replies to his tweet with, "Don't be sad, be strong like All Might." To which he then posts a picture of that going, "Good morning, what the fuck?"
Was it like clear that did the person have like a fucking image or whatever?
I mean, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I guess his name is Eraser, and he's got like this weird eraser head wearing heart sunglasses.
What did you guys call me? Poor man's Matt Mercer.
Oh, I did that.
Just before you came back from, I think, your second drink break.
Yeah.
I think you'd cut out or something.
Yeah.
American Jake says Carrie doesn't drink her mutagen because she doesn't want to admit she's Scottish. But jokes on her, I have saved VODs of Aviary Attorney where she voices a Scottish giraffe.
Oh my god, remember when I was the Scottish giraffe though? Fuck.
What the
Yeah, no, dude,
fuck?
fucking Izzy makes a good point. Did we get any game quotes? I feel like this game was full of quotes.
I'm pretty sure 90% of this game was just us laughing our ass off, so I don't think
That's
we have.
what I'm saying.
It's fucking great though.
Oh,
I could have
shit,
also
sorry.
summoned 8 apes, 8 black bears, 8
Black bears.
cockatrices, crocodiles, giant goats, giant wasps.
no, my wind tunnel.
8 swarms of beetles, 8 swarms of centipedes, 8 swarms of insects, 8 swarms of spiders, and 8 swarms of wasps. Or 8 war horses. Or 8 wargs.
Fucking war horses, though.
I could have summoned 8 wargs.
Fuck is a warg?
We must have had a quote.
The one thing I was planning on doing was when we were fighting the cockroach guy, like before he ran off, I was actually planning on doing what I just did, only instead of summoning 16 wolves and panthers, I would have summoned 4 brash dragon wyrmlings and just had them all start breathing fire on everything. Because I love it. If you cast it as a 5th level spell, you just double all of your freaking summons. It's great.
Oh my
Someone
god.
kill me.
Kill me.
Which team got more at the end? Team Something Witty or Team Mouthwash?
We all know that the mouthwashes won because we were the Iron Man squad and everybody else went to jail.
How dare.
How much did the Something Witty side make today?
250.
Yeah, we won.
Woo!
Very accurate to the movie.
God.
There's a picture of a blind puppy that just died, and his name is Smiley, and he was a therapy dog.
Oh, that one. I remember him.
Oh my god!
No!
He was blind, wasn't he? He didn't like have any.
Yeah, so his eyes were always closed, and anytime he was panting, he just looked like he had a big old grin on his face, so they called him Smiley.
Logan, I have a question. Technically, Highest Wing Zero has a question, Logan.
Okay.
If the rats took over Carrie, could they make Carrie drink her mutagen?
Yes.
Why didn't this happen?
Because she's saved.
This is a national tragedy.
I'm glad.
She succeeded on her save.
We just
That's what I'm
next
saying.
time we fight something that can control us, we just throw Carrie in.
No, I don't want to take it.
Well, then it wouldn't be you being Scottish. It would have to be.
That's true. I wouldn't even talk. It would just have, drank my mutagen and then fucking I'd come back from the mind control and be like, I don't know what happened, but I feel like I was violated.
I can summon 2 rhinoceroses.
Why aren't you doing that shit?
Because I just got the ability to do this like a couple of games ago, and then like I got my second 5th level spell slot whenever I got the special level up that I got because I lost all my shit and killed my dad. I mean my master. I mean my dad.
I mean my dad. I mean my master. I mean my dad. Jesus.
I think I'm dying.
Are you
What?
okay?
Okay, dude.
I think I'm dying.
Do you want to have a nap or do you want to go get food?
Do you want to nap in your food?
Yes.
Sounds like a good time.
Man.
You want some chicken noodle soup?
No.
You sure?
Nah, I'm
I got a can
Nah,
of chunky.
No, it was I don't know. I'm not like as exhausted from game as I normally am. I just actually got up fairly early today. Normally I don't get up quite so promptly, but took some melatonin last night, and it always makes it easier to wake up. And this morning, my first alarm went off, and I just kind of jumped out of bed and got super active because there's a bunch of things I wanted to take care of before game, and so I've just been awake longer than I normally am. Plus, I had less Red Bull than I normally do.
Proud of you.
And I made sure I had the Red Bull all before
disappointed
game
with
instead of
this.
during game.
I read a rhyme in my spare time. It's
I
about a bird, but I
think-
need a word.
I
he's
think there's
on.
going to be maybe 5 or 6 more games max in the Adelia campaign,
Oh fuck.
depending on how things go.
And then the party wipes.
And then the party wipes.
Another crane. They encounter 3 cranium rat swarms.
No.
No!
And they keep failing their the perception, so they can't find them.
Nat19 was lucky. And by lucky, I mean as lucky as inspiration is.
Oh my god.
So Logan, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Chatsumas does not regain health when he rests, does he?
He regains health when
does he?
Stonewalker long rests.
Oh, okay.
I think that's how it is.
If he sees this, hopefully Blue will ask Logan if you remember to check for immunity to charm. He checked for immunity to charm for a few people. In particular, Chatsumas is immune. It's immune to charm, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Most of the party's not immune to charm.
Apparently not.
Also, they're saying that if I would have if I could cast, if I could cast Conjure Animals at 9th level, I could summon 32 things.
I feel like
Or you
that's
could
ultimately
summon-
a waste of a 9th level spell, though.
Yeah. You could summon like a bunch of something way more useful.
See, it'd be like if I was like an evil like overlord or something, and I just really wanted to cast a 9th level spell, but didn't really want to kill everybody. I just wanted them to know what I could do. So like I'm just like floating over top of like a town. I'm just like, you know what? Plague of wolves.
Oh my god.
Plague of wolves.
I summoned 32 swarms of bats.
Just
And they be
fuck with
zombie wolves?
You're summoning 32 bats! No, you didn't hear me. I'm summoning 32 swarms of bats.
64 animals if Ian somehow has call animals and 2 9th level spell slots.
Like, that'd be an interesting metagame strategy. So that Logan is so busy contending with the combat tracker that he can't strategize anything.
See, we don't have to beat the game, we just have to beat the DM.
That's it. That's
To
the
make
point.
him cry.
3 hours ago, Tabitha St. Germain tweets out a radio broadcaster just called Keanu Reeves Canoe Reeves.
That's
That
fucking
is all.
hilarious.
I mean, he's always been Canoe Reeves.
Blue, the reason I said that is because Dodge noticed that Gearfree is immune to charm. Is Gearfree immune to charm?
He's just so gosh darn charming.
Maybe.
And they're saying
No,
also
gosh,
Isla might
they're
be due to her
charming.
sword.
The thing is, he wasn't being charmed, he was being commanded.
Hmm.
You don't have to be, even if you're immune to charm, command still works. It was repeatedly commanding him every turn to hold
Is
Isla.
Isla immune to charm because of her sword? Because I know she gets like a ton of immunities.
I will check that. I think she might be.
I think I might also be.
It's fine. She didn't really do anything when she was taken over that one time anyway.
This reminds me of that fucking Sam Riegel fucking call hotline thing. It's like, if you'd like to complain about one of Matt Mercer's many rule violations.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What? If you're calling to complain about how Keyleth never does anything cool, go
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
yourself.
Fucking killed it. No, dude, go fuck yourself was on
if
the
you
Sam Riegel.
complain
Yeah.
about Sam Riegel. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I thoroughly liked in what was it, the episode I just watched, Keyleth like
Yes,
stuffing
you are.
Dwergar into
Oh
lava.
no, you're not immune to charm. You're immune to being frightened, blinded, deafened, petrified, and stunned, but not charmed.
Well,
Sitting there looking at Medusa like, fuck you, bitch, what are you looking at?
fuck you, bitch.
Fucking these rats found your Achilles heel, man.
I'll kill them. I'll kill those fucking rats.
I love
Yeah,
how
well-
they took over Ian and like the first 2 ideas they had were so good. Like, oh, I'm gonna cause Starfaller. Oh, I'm gonna do this, and then it's just like after they realize, oh, he just can't do any of those things.
Fucking.
Oh, no.
Confusing Starfall would have been amazingly devastating.
So fucking
So
hilarious.
clearly the lesson here is that I should waste all of my spell slots as soon as I get them, no matter
For
what.
fear of something having charm. Yes.
Always.
Not even charm, because like someone could charm you, but that's a very specific kind of charm.
Hmm.
That's
True.
dominate. A regular charm, you're just like, he's not a bad guy. Why are we all fighting him? Fuck, guys, what the fuck? And then he hits
Dominate
you once, and you're
monsters on
like,
a different
Fuck,
level.
man.
ooh.
Like dominate monsters, I think a 5th level spell.
Fuck. So I guess I was just incredibly lucky that I had wasted.
Dude, that Starfall had the potential to kill me.
Can you imagine if we had long rested before this?
Oh god.
We would be so fucked.
You guys don't have time for that though, do you?
We have time for one long rest if we get out of here quick enough.
Yeah.
If.
Because if Logan only knocked off like 30 minutes, then we still have like what, fucking 14 hours?
We have 16 hours before the thing happens, so we need to get back in like.
We'll be there by 4.
We need to get back in like 7 hours or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And then we're gonna wake up and a demon's gonna be towering over the city. So.
We shouldn't be that long in here.
Yeah.
Especially with 16 scout wolves / panthers.
Unless there's another time distortion, in which
I swear to fucking God.
I mean, I know there won't be, but it's still.
There's been a ripple in the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
Oh god!
Start your demon.
It's now 3 days from now. Everyone's dead.
Oh my
Been a
God.
ripple in the space-time continuum. Everyone, we're doing the turn again. Player 3, open your eyes. Keep your eyes open through the rest of the turn. Basically, player 3, you win.
Grim says you
know
have
what's
16
up?
minions now. You should be able to Zerg rush the rest of the cave. No, I have 17 if you include Chatsumas.
That's true!
And if I
Send
wanted
them
to summon
sprinting
Finn, that'd
through.
be 18.
Like, just have them, like, lumber through the whole bitch without regard for their own safety.
I love how they're like Meeseeks the way we said it.
Yeah,
I don't really have any.
What was
I don't
the-
really have any memories other than right now.
What did you name that one, Carrie?
Hmm?
What did you name the one that you're riding?
Puck.
Snowball.
Eduardo.
It began with an fucking SN. It was like Snoofles or some shit.
Snuffles.
Snuffles. Yes. It was Snuffles.
I just imagine.
Oh no, you're cutting it out, Eric. What?
Snuffles the Abyssal Panther.
Dodd says save the wolves for fights. They have advantage on attacks. Use the panthers. They're more expendable.
Eric, you were cutting out. What were you saying?
I was saying, I just imagine that you're talking to the wolf or the panther or whatever, and he's like, "I'm Mr. Snuffles. Look at me."
Oh, Mr. Snuffles like me. Yes.
He wrote me into this.
Ah, he wrote me into this.
I'm thinking food's a good idea.
I also think food is a good idea.
Same.
The next time I summon a swarm of wolves, they're just gonna all be wolves.
That would be helpful.
I'm like,
Then
I
I
summoned
could just
four.
put them into an
See, whenever I
encounter
said I
thing.
summoned 4 panthers and 8 panthers and 8 wolves, I didn't even look at the panthers sheet.
Oh my God.
I'm just like,
Wolves are
that's the
better.
only cat that I have.
Bark, bark. Is this death? Is
You
this
know what the
I mean,
funniest
there are
thing is,
just
though?
cats.
If there was enough of them, I could technically summon 16 different things.
Like, what is it? Oh, let me find them. Because I know they are just cats, and I believe their challenge is 1/4 as well. They are thoroughly useless. But if you wanted,
Wow.
you could
I think they
summon-
might actually be 1/8, and I can't. It's really weird. I can't summon like anything below 1/4.
Oh, that might be it, yeah.
Meow, meow.
Because
cat,
anything
meow.
below 1/4 is literally fucking pointless unless it's a swarm.
Like anything below 1/4 is just like impossible for me to summon. I think that technically it shouldn't be impossible for me to summon them. It's just they didn't put it on the thing because why would you summon them?
How now, brown cow?
Indeed.
So if technically I should be able to summon 32 cats,
Technically.
and I'm gonna
Now.
need to be able to learn how to do that for whenever Gael's gone and I'm lonely.
Oh Jesus.
Meow.
Oh, here we go, cat. Yeah, it's 1/8. Sure.
Grim says 16 different things. Do you want to kill Crow? Well, I mean,
No, it's not 1/8. Sorry, it's challenge 0.
oh, they're zeros.
10 experience. You kill enough cats, you could get to 20th level. It would just take billions.
You would commit genocide against all cats.
Would that
Well, it's
work for
like
conjured
some
cats?
some guy was doing a video on the most damage you can do with a cantrip, and it's something like 27,000 damage or something ridiculous,
What?
with a very specific caveat that you have to take a few classes, so it makes it so you don't need to sleep, eat, or drink, and you don't particularly age. You then have to get a quiver of infinite arrows, and you have to find a portal that expels boars, and then you need a special artifact that kills. If you every time you kill a boar and you tune to the artifact, it absorbs their soul and charges it, and you can hold a maximum of something like 20,000 charges. And once you filled it, you can expend all of those charges in a single cantrip cast to do that much damage.
So, a cat's worth 10 experience, right?
Yeah.
You would have to kill 35,500 cats to reach level 20.
Looking up
You know, that's less than you'd expect.
Yeah, it actually seems doable.
You could, if you went city to city.
You could, like, if you were like a king or a prince, you could be like, kingdom, round me up cats, begin breeding cats.
It's just
that'd
like,
be an
how many cats
interesting-
are on a Delia?
That's
That would be-
interesting.
Interesting as plot hook is the local like king or prince has ordered all cats be brought to the castle.
Logan, Kevin says, if I cast summon Fae or summon woodland beings, would I be able to summon Finn's true form?
What?
I do not understand.
Well, the way that Find Familiar works is that I summon a spirit from the Fae, and I like morph it into the form I want it to be. So like the owl, and it's always the same Fae spirit that gets summoned. If I were to try to summon that Fae instead of like summoning like a Find Familiar spell, could I summon Finn's true form?
I mean, his true form would be like, I guess a spirit, yeah. Shows up as a wraith, kills everyone.
This hurts the noggin.
They got the second generation.
Turns out
I
he's
think-
actually fucked.
Do you have any idea how many times
I
I've
believe-
died because of you?
I believe I am going to have to die.
Don't die. I'll
No.
just say it.
Yes,
I think I should probably take off.
Okay.
One sec.
But yeah, in order to get that amount of damage in the boar thing, you'd have to be non-stop, day and night, killing boars for, I believe, it's somewhere between 4 and 12 years or something, with an estimated rate at boar lethality. And then you can get one godlike spell casting.
And then goodbye, Tarask.
Oh no, because the problem is with the Tarask is when you cast a spell on it, roll a d6. If it rolls a 6, it reflects at you, and that would kill you. Roll any other number, and it does nothing.
Can you imagine dying to
does-
that?
There is no point in casting spells at the Tarask unless it's a wish spell.
Jesus.
Can you imagine dying because you did that and then it just reflects back at you?
You spend 12 years killing boars with some special fucking technique, and then you die at that? Yeah. I'd be pissed.
I mean, well, it's your fault for fighting a Tarask.
Let's see.
Like, you can beat a Tarask, you shouldn't beat a Tarask. If your DM's not being nice to you, you won't beat it. You gotta be like level 15 and stacked out the shit with magic items.
What is the cantrip that does this?
I think it was Firebolt he used along with
Fireball.
the...
Because the Tarask, if the spell requires the target to make a saving throw and is not a line spell, then it's actually not immune to it.
It does no. It's an attack roll.
Could this be done with any other spell, or does this trick only work with one cantrip?
I believe it has to be on an attack spell, but I'm not sure.
Because that's a the Tarask is immune to magic missile, line spells, or spells that require a ranged attack roll. However, that said, if it requires a saving throw, if the Tarask has not used its legendary resistance yet, then it could just be like, and I succeed.
Might be neat, but...
Fucking Tarask, scary monster. It's so crazy too, because this whole sheet can be contained on one page. It's not that it's like a complicated creature, it's just the few things it has are like
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's got the fuck everything kit.
Just-
I still love Kevin's major complaint about the Tarrasque. He's like, I'm not scared of the Tarrasque because I understand where it poops from. He's like, if I can't tell where it poops from, it's immediately more scary. So he like saw a beholder. He's like, why isn't that a Tarrasque? I'm like, because that's a fucking beholder. He's like, but I don't know where it poops from. And I'm like, I don't...
What? Why do you need to know?
No, it's the fact that he doesn't know that makes it scary enough to warrant the name. He's like, the name sounds awesome, but I don't want Godzilla. I want fucking...
I just love how like Saint Martha in Fate Go like just summons a spinning Tarrasque to fucking fight with her noble phantasm.
What the fuck?
Spinning Tarrasque, just Tarrasque Beyblade.
It kind of looks like a Beyblade.
It just comes out, and I just imagine freaking like Initial D playing every time.
Oh, I got to do Initial D stuff in Hat in Time. There's a button you can put on your hat that turns your sprint into a scooter.
Guys, I'm taking off, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm leaving too.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
You guys
call it
get the
here.
later?
We've gone on for about 30 minutes. We don't really have a lot to talk about with today's game. It was a fun game. It was an absolutely amazing game.
Great.
But I do think that there's really not a lot to discuss about it. So hopefully we'll be able to do some really neat things with the wolves and do some really neat things with the cockroach guy next time whenever we come in next week. But for everything else, guys, tomorrow I'm going to be doing some more horror game stuff. Monday we'll be going back to the game we had started last week with the horror resort thing with our good our great resort people.
Want to come, motherfucking Chad and Stacy and Ruth and whatever the fuck Logan's calling his character. I don't know if it's Bucky or Ben or what's happening.
So that is something that will happen on Monday. It's going to be really fun. The rest of the month, we're just going to keep going with more horror stuff on this side. Next week, we'll be coming back for Nat19, hopefully. And with all that, guys, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Have any questions, comments, complaints, and wisecracks, put them in the comments below. Head over to the Discord link below if you want to talk to me on a more regular basis. And with all that being said, do you guys have anything else to say before we end things off?
We love you.
God, dude.
God damn it, Chad. Get out of here.
Click, mandible, click.
I hate all of you. You should die in a fucking
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, there's also DARP on Thursdays, which nobody in this chat knows anything about except for Emerald. So yes, there is also DARP on Thursday for anybody who wants to go and check that out. Either way, with all that being said, guys, we had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. And like always, later days.
Bye, we love you, bye.
Bye.
I'm also leaving you guys because bye, we love you, bye.
Bye.